Disappointing loss. I thought, guys, coming into the game, we had the right intentions, the right focus. The thing that's been killing us all year has been starting the game and turnovers. We had 11 turnovers, I want to say, at halftime. Ended up with 15. And so our focus was some of the area in which that was causing us great harm, we didn't address. And so when you turn the ball over 11 times, if you look at what we shot in the first half, we shot 50%, 33 respectively, and 8 for 10 from the line for 80%. So you cut 5 turnovers off. I'll give you 7, right? 7 turnovers, you get 4 more shot attempts, you make half that. And so that's something that, we got to do a better job, and it's on me, getting these guys to understand the value of the ball. All right, the ball is like currency. If you turn it over, you lose money, meaning shots at the basket. And so we've done that tremendously a lot in our losses versus wins, where we value the ball and we give ourselves an opportunity to compete, and we give ourselves an opportunity to put the ball at the rim. Okay, a missed shot is better than a turnover. And luckily was baked into those 15 turnovers. There was a couple moving screens, which operators dead ball situations, which obviously didn't get them out in transition, but they really kicked our tail in second chance points, 15-4, right? That's loose balls, jumping on them, right? Running long rebounds down. And so second chance points, turnovers were the catalyst for us taking this loss today. They take our hats off to them. They made timely plays, right? I mean, they're not a team. I think we gave them plus 23. I think they averaged around 60, right? And so when you're scrambling to get back into the game, right, you gotta focus and you gotta lock in. And I think we got it to 2. They come down, hit a 3, or they come down and get a 3-point play. And so, but we shouldn't be in those situations where, we shouldn't be down 2. If we played the game plan in the way we're capable of. But those guys made plays, and it's hard to keep chasing. I think they led for 36 minutes and 48 seconds, right? And so there's a lot of energy to get back into the game. And so when we needed stops, we didn't bite down and have some grit and toughness, and their players made plays, and we didn't. And so we got to look at film and understand why, and we got to make the correction.
Throughout the season, we had trouble with teams that make us extend out of our offense. So I think we have struggled with pressure. I think that's the main thing of why we turn the ball over, or we're just moving too fast. I think playing off 2 feet, taking our time with our offense. I think a lot of times we panic after 10 seconds. It's 20 seconds left on the shot clock. We may go make a decision that we shouldn't be making. I just think we got to be more patient, with our offense and trust each other. I feel like a lot of our turnovers come with making about me plays. Like, it's about me. And I feel that we can make better decisions if we play more together and just slow down and be patient, just trust our offense.
Like he just said, I feel like I feel like we should just start settling in our offense. I think sometimes we try to move too fast, and then the time is ticking, and then we trying to make one-on-one plays, going one-on-one, when we should just really, calm down, trust each other, and move the ball. So pretty much he said it all.
Our margin of error is slim, and we need to value the ball. Guys need to step up. Coaches need to put them in better positions to step up. The good thing about these non-conference games is you get to understand your team and understand their makeup. And we've had a grueling schedule. I think we're #1 in the MAC strength of schedule. We've been from everywhere, from West Coast to Southeast, and so to the East Coast. So we're tested in that front. Now you want to teach through winning, ideally, but we've lost a fair share of games, and some of it has a lot to do with the opponent, but a lot of it has to do with us in the sense of making sure that we value each other. Like, don't play just for yourselves. Don't just play with someone, play for each other. Like, playing for each other is the ultimate sacrifice, jumping on loose balls, right? Not taking bad shots, not turning it over. Trust. And that's the areas in which we have yet to really grasp for 40 minutes. We've yet to put a really good game together where everyone's clicking. And some of that had to do with injuries. I just explained to these guys, we track practice. We've had one practice with an entire roster. So we're battling through some injuries, but the season still goes on. No one's going to feel sorry for us. These guys who are playing a lion's share of the minutes, we got to step up. We got to rebound. We got to cut our turnovers down. So this next game is going to be a competitive one. Indiana State, I don't know their overall win-loss record, but they're a pretty good team and a well-coached team. And we're on the road. So we got to be extremely disciplined in areas that we've been undisciplined for the first 11 games. All right, so we got to get better. Our goal is to obviously be ready for MAC play January 3rd. We've learned a lot. We've taken some lumps, but I think we can get this thing right. It's just going to take the tedious task of doing everything over and over and over and over. And it's going to be boring, but we need to make sure that we value the things that goes into winning, not when it feels good, right? Everyone wants to play well when it feels good. Everyone wants to do things that make them feel good. Well, that's not basketball. That's not life. All right, so we got to lock in on those areas, and then we'll give ourselves a chance to win. This has been, I would say this is his best game in regards to pace and playing within themselves and seeing the floor. Like, he's probably operating probably at 40%. And I say that with a level of humility and a dead seriousness. And so I know what type of player he is. It's just a matter of him understanding that, hey, he's coming from a school where he shot and scored 30 points a game. Right now he's around players that all need to feed off of him, along with Keyshawn Williams. And so this is a process for him as well, learning how to play at the collegiate level where it is scouted and opponents are going to gear up and try to lock you up and take you out of your game plan. And so that's why I feel confident come conference play, the game is, and you've seen it tonight, it's going to slow down for him. Once the game slows down for him, he's going to be a better player. And that's why I said he's operating at 40%. What you've seen, 24 efficient, that's what he did and what he does in practice. It's just now can he carry it over to live action. And it took him a little bit of time to do that, and I think this is a good building block for him.
I think it was there. I just didn't probably understand how to get to certain spots, trusting my team. Like you said, I came from a situation where I was taking 20 shots a game, averaging 30, and I was efficient. But now playing with a lot better players, against a lot better players. So I think just taking my time, these two have been the main ones helping me, just teaching me about pace, taking my time, letting the game come to me. So I think today I started to do that, and each day I'm just learning. Coach is hard on me about that because obviously a lot is expected. So I think today I just felt more comfortable. I'm learning the game better. Like, we're watching more film. I'm talking to Keyshawn, I'm talking to my teammates about the things that I could do better and just focus on it in practice. So it's coming together for me.
Well, I mean, I have very high expectations for him. I think Keyshawn is a tremendous talent. The things that I need him to do better is be more of a leader, right? Those areas that he can't compromise. When you're the best player, right, you can't be the most quietest player in the gym. You got to impact winning because on the court, he's going to give you efficiency, right? He's had a year and a half of doing that. The things that he needs to do better and the things I keep challenging him on is holding everyone to your standard. Right? Your standard has to be the program standard because you're, on paper, the #1 target in scouting reports. And so when Keyshawn comes to practice and he's in a space where he's not trying to be the best player, it lessens the level of competition within practice. And so those are the areas that he's continuing to learn that as the best player, right, much is given, as much is expected. You got to be a better leader. You got to understand that these guys all feed off what you do. Right? You want to go soft in certain drills, they'll go soft, right? Because there's a level of respect as the alpha male.
right? We all follow, the herd follows the head lion, right? He's the head of the snake. And so he needs to do a better job. We need to do a better job of making sure guys understand, like, every day is of importance. You can't give days back on and off the court. And so those are the things I think he's still taking strides. I think as a player, he's one of the better players in the MAC. I knew that when we recruited him. I knew it when he committed to us. My goal is to make him the best complete player on and off the court. He does what he needs to do off the court. He's great in academics. He gives you no headaches. He's compliant. But there's a commitment level that's missing from the leadership standpoint. If Keyshawn Williams plays and leads the way we need, we'll be a really, really dangerous team. And so it's not just Keyshawn. It's just now Diggy and other players as well. But it starts with him.